Lion is the more aggressive animal, more dominant animal, and runs more faster than the deer.
This little idea explains why some organizations and some leaders are able to inspire where others aren't. Let me define the terms really quickly.
The persons who are named in the history have never kept the money as their vision. No one is 80% of the billionaires don't have it.
I know nothing about technology. I know nothing about management. I know nothing about. But the only thing is that
There was an introvert girl raised by a single father. She is going to give her debut in a fashion show. She loves her father most and her father is her inspiration. One day her father had a heart attack. But I personally believe that majority cannot be valuable and majority cannot be the truth.
stupid people can work it together easily. Smart people can never work together.
So codes, if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money.
I keep meeting these wonderful, fantastic, idealistic, hardworking, smart kids. They've just graduated school. They're in their entry-level job. I sit down with them and I go, "How's it going?" They go, "I think I'm gonna quit." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "I'm not making an impact." I'm like, "You've been here 8 months."
One of the most difficult choices I have ever faced in life was in 2008.
Seen many people who read Think and Grow Rich but doing the same mistake commonly. Mr. Napoleon Hill, author of the Think and Grow Rich, quote,
The book I want to write is Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. This is the most treasurable things that in my life. In my life, it's not how much we achieved. It's how much we gone through the tough days.
10 times profit than yours. You are getting your 24 hours free and the improvement is 10 times more than yours.
You know, the benefit of sparking off of somebody who's got that kind of brilliance, it's not only made it fun, but it's really led to a lot of success.
The teacher says John Lennon didn't understand the essay. But John Lennon said she didn't understand the life.
You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men.
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. It'll be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty.
This is the second part of the video. After watching this, watch the first part. Every successful person have faced these 3 situations: broken heart, empty pockets, and consistency of failure. Broken hearts will make you wiser. Consistency of failures will make you stronger. And empty pockets will make you braver. Here comes Mr. Elon Musk, one of the hardest hustler, CEO of Tesla Motors, PayPal, SpaceX, etc., etc. And here he goes.
One of the most difficult choices I have ever faced in life was in 2008. I think I had maybe $30 million left, or $30 or $40 million left in 2008. I had 2 choices. I could put it all into one company, and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the 2 companies. But if I split it between the 2 companies, then both might die. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, building something, it's like a child. And so it's like, which one am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I split the money between the 2. Fortunately, thank goodness, they both won.
A winner is also a loser who tried another time. I have seen many people who read Think and Grow Rich but doing the same mistake commonly. Mr. Napoleon Hill, author of the Think and Grow Rich, quotes, "The number 1 reason for people failing in their life is listening to friends, families, and neighbors. To encounter the failures, the smart person will try, fail, erase, and he will never do this mistake again. But the wise person is find the smartest person and learn from him directly and avoid totally all the mistakes.
If you want to be successful, learn from the other people's mistakes. Don't learn from the successful stories. Learn from the mistakes, the other people. No matter how smart you are, you will encounter these mistakes. You learn from mistakes not because you will be able to avoid mistakes. You will able to, when these mistakes come, this suffer comes, you know how to deal with it, how to face it. The book I want to write is Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. This is the most treasurable things that in my life. In my life, it's not how much we achieved, it's how much we go through the tough days.
So the choice is yours. Embarrassment is the entry of the enhancement. Point number 6, embarrassment is the entry of the enhancement. Do you know Mr. Isaac Newton have found the gravity during the quarantine? He tried, he failed again, he tried differently, he failed again, he tried again and again, but he failed. He was fed up and sitting under a tree. At that time only he saw the apple falling. Just say me, from only that day the apple starts to fall down. Whatever goes up will fall down on the earth, from the birth of the earth itself. So, Mr. Isaac Newton was not on the lack of training, he was in the lack of observation. There is a philosophy, the best teacher is your last mistake. But if you deeply observe, everything becomes the teacher. Always sitting simply is also dangerous, and being always busy is also dangerous. Give some time to your intuitions and observe it. It knows past, present, and future.
And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
So point number 8. Observe your intuition to make your future fortune. Observe your intuition. Point number 8. If you are giving your 100%, then the output comes 100%. If you are appointing 100% and they are giving their 10%, the output becomes 1000%, 10 times profit than yours. You are getting your 24 hours free and the improvement is 10 times more than yours. Mr. Warren Buffett quotes, if you don't find a path to earn money while you sleep, you will work until you die. If you want to get really highly successful, you should know how to earn time from the people. Here comes Mr. Bill Gates, one of the down-to-earth person, CEO of Microsoft, and here he explains.
My best business decisions really have to do with picking people. You know, deciding to go into partnership with Paul Allen is probably at the top of the list. And then subsequently hiring a friend, Steve Ballmer. And having somebody who you totally trust, who's totally committed, who shares your vision and yet has a little bit different set of skills, and also acts as a check on you. You know, some of the ideas you come up with, you run by them because you know they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, have you thought about this and that? And just, you know, the benefit of sparking off of somebody who's got that kind of brilliance, it's not only made it fun, but it's really led to a lot of success. So picking a partner is crucial.
My job is to making sure the smart people can work it together.
So point number 8, work less, use leverage. Mr. John Lennon's mom often used to tell, you have to be happy in your life. One day he was in his classroom, his teacher gave him an essay of the topic life, and he wrote, to be happy. The teacher says John Lennon didn't understand the essay, but John Lennon said she didn't understand the life. So don't focus on a successful life, focus on a satisfied life. Successful life is measured by others and peoples, but satisfied life is measured by your own soul, body and mind. Don't chase for fame, money or success. Instead of focus on your betterment. These all will chase you. So point number 9, focus on betterment, not on happiness. All the highly successful people are saying that everyone wants to be living in a successful life. Yes, it's happy, but the tragedy is no one is taking action, no one is taking risk, and they are not unleashing their creativity.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men.
Like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo. The ones that really matter. Full of darkness and danger they were. Sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy?
You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural.
Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going. Because they were holding on to something.
Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty.
There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting.
Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite.
So don't think that much, just take action. If you didn't try, you will never know. So don't think too much, just take action. Point number 10, just take action. Let's go for a summary. Point number 6, embarrassment is the entry for the enhancement. Point number 7, absorb your intuition. Point number 8, work less, use leverage. Point number 9, focus on your betterment, not on success. Point number 10, just take action.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.